Welcome to the 48th floor of the Cave of Ordeals. Yeah, I'm stopped in these in weird places. But these are the last two fights. I highly recommend taking care of the Dark Nut first. Because the aerial foes, there are two aerial foes and one Dark Nut. And the aerial foes will not give you too much of a problem. But you will have a problem killing them if you do not get rid of the Dark Nut first. But you know how long they take to charge, so yeah, you know, they will hit you, they hit me. If you might even be able to get out of the way. In fact, I think one's coming right now. Now hold your shield out when you think they're coming, and who knows, you might block it. You know, just hold Z the whole time. You know, even if you're targeting the Dark Nut, it's possible that you can block someone else's attacks. But it's also possible that they could get through it. Okay, he should be dead soon. I think next round he'll be dead. Next round it hits. Yeah, he's done. He turned black, so he's dead. Shoot, we're targeting the wrong one. No, we're not, we're okay. But yeah, that can happen. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you can hit him on the ground. Ah! Okay. Oh, we lost a lot of hearts, but we have potions. And magic armor. Ah, bad idea. Shoot. Is he gonna fly, or is he gonna... He's gonna stay down here? Okay. Good. Better for me that way. He's gonna... Shoot. It's just gonna take a little longer. Yeah, I still wonder why these guys died quicker than the one in the City in the Sky did, because, you know, our sword was... You know, maybe the Master Sword of Light does make you stronger against certain enemies. I don't know. Okay. So we did that. So now we're at the final floor of the dungeon. And we get 3 Dark Nuts. It looks like 2, but there's a third one that's hiding right there. And they're all different colors too. Red, white, and black. Okay. This is one of my favorite fights in the game, actually, just because of how tense it can be. But I still like just backslicing and doing that, and trust me, that's not a good idea. The best idea is definitely to wait until they do that, and then get your slices in. It's definitely the best idea. And try to focus on one at a time, but you know, it's kind of hard to do. So, just get as many hits as you can, basically. I said I would be using them at, like, 3 hearts, but you know, we don't have 3 hearts, we have 4.5. You know, sometimes I'm dodging him, right? Just like you're supposed to, and it's just not working when you hit him, but... Yeah, there we go. Luckily, they allow you more than 1 hit, even though, like, even if it looks like you're hitting his shield, as long as he's stunned from a previous hit, you'll still be able to hit him as long as, you know, you haven't hit him too many times, because once you've hit him too many times, then he will start to defend. But if you're too late, then you won't be able to hit him. Wrong one. Also, there's like no pattern as to which order they attack in. I think the blue one is almost ready to remove its armor. We're gonna take a drink. We're gonna take a drink of Fairy Tears, actually. See if we can get any more power for these guys. Try to dodge all their attacks. Emphasis on defense here, because we got double power right now. Yeah! So now we gotta try to take care of the one that's armor is off, and we still have double power. It wasn't gonna last forever. I'm just trying to backslice and get around to the one that does have the double power, and hit all you want. It's not going to work unless you have some kind of timing. I think I got a hit. Yeah, I did. Someone's armor came off. If you can just kill one of these, this fight becomes a lot easier. And then when you kill two, it's like very easy. But when there's only one left, it's like you know you've won. Unless you have like a very little amount of hearts, then it's tense. Yeah, he'll hide behind the armored ones. You know, probably not on purpose. It's probably just random as to his position. But you know, they'll move around, and he'll be behind them, and you'll be like, "Oh, come on, get out here." Okay, he's dead. Now there's only two left. So. Ah, a little too early there. No, I wanted to jump backwards, not forwards. Well, these two little fights are going to take the entire video, aren't they? I mean, they're not little fights. These are huge fights. Okay, this guy's almost ready to take off his armor. Or I guess he's not taking it off voluntarily, although I do believe that, like, the last part of it is done voluntarily. Okay. You know what? You guys have just been assholes. There's no other way to put it. Oh yeah, that's right. I did that perfectly that time. And that was not so perfect. So, if there's only one guy who really can't hide, if you can get him separated somehow, I don't even know how that's possible. I think that, I'm not really sure how their movements are determined. Well, I think I've actually hit the armored one. Maybe. It doesn't really look like he's almost ready to take it off, but... It is unwise. It says it's unwise to remove more than one. That's what the guidebook says, unwise. Okay, I don't think I did, because he's dead now. Now that there's only one left, you know. Perfectly that time. Next time I'll be ready to... I tried to move back, or jump back, and I couldn't. It's actually really not that hard once you get used to it. See? It's pretty easy, you just need to... And it's actually much of the same strategy here. It's just a little harder to dodge, but you know, it's easier to get hits in, you know. Like there's more of a time that you can get hits in. Maybe. I don't really know how these guys work, but it does seem more offensive. He's a little faster too. Like he'll jump out of the way instead of, yeah, he'll jump out of the way, he'll counterattack. But backslice, do whatever you need to do. And he's dead. Alright. We've made it to the bottom of the Cave of Ordeals. And we've met up with the Great Fairy of Fairies. You cleared many ordeals. How impressive. In praise of your courage, I will give you this blessing. You got the Great Fairy's tears. So that was our reward for all this? I mean, you could have given me that before, right? Drink this, and you should be able to clear any difficulties that you might encounter ahead. If you ever need assistance again, visit my spring. So there you go. Now you can go to any spring you want and get Great Fairy tears. There is a catch, though. The catch is that you can't have more than one at a time. So if you have Great Fairy tears, she will not give you any. She will only give you some if you do not have any. So, okay. I mean, Rare Chew Jelly does the same thing, but, you know, you can't always find Rare Chews, so. But now, finding a place to replenish your health is easier than ever. I don't know why we end up here, but I guess it is the closest to Gerudo Desert. So we've done this now, but we can make this video a little bit longer, so we've already got one reward that, you know, it's kind of disappointing for the effort, because, you know, it's helpful for the game, but to be honest, you know, if you're good enough to beat the Cave of Ordeals, you're probably good enough to, you know, beat the game without the rewards. Although maybe not. Just the Cave of Ordeals is so much harder. Okay. Let's remember to be a wolf when entering Hyrule Castle Town. Now, how good this reward is probably going to depend on what you've done and haven't done, because, well, you'll see. Say, what would you say you're good at? I'm good at picking stuff up. Well, I pick girls up. Does that count? Oh, no. So we've gotten absolutely everything there is to get in the game. Well, you know. So this is the first time that I've 100%ed this game by myself, because, you know, I did it with a friend earlier. You know, he pretty much played the game, and I, you know, told him where the stuff was, and I helped him with some of the harder ones. But, you know, I did it all by myself. I'm so proud. No, I mean, what is this? Part 110? Like, jeez, it took too long. I mean, I know we got all the treasure chests and dungeons, but I've always been kind of slow at playing. Thanks for all your help. All this money, what are we going to do with it? So, we have 60 pose, now this happens. You did it! Look at me, I'm back to my old self again. Thanks to you, everything in my life is coming up roses. Ha ha ha. Of course, I need to thank you. Please accept this. And we got a silver rupee worth 200, and that is our reward for collecting 50 pose. However, much like the gold sculptural reward in Ocarina of Time, you can get it over and over again. If you leave town and come back, Giovanni will be gone. However, you can talk to the cat, and the cat will thank you and give you 200 rupees. Now, the only thing, I wouldn't have such a problem with this reward if you could just leave the house and come back. But no, you actually need to leave the town and come back, and that really sucks. But, oh well, what are you going to do? So that wraps it up for this episode. In the next episode, we will tackle the final dungeon. But in this episode, we'll just go there. Or we could end it up in this yard. We probably should have just ended up in that house of gold. Although, actually, you know what? There is something that I want to do. We have a bunch of rupees, and not a whole lot to use them for, right? Because we have the magic armor, but the final dungeons, bosses, are a lot easier than the ones in the Cave of Ordeal. You know, like, I mean, there are some, like, hard fights, but, like, not as many as the Cave of Ordeals. And there are fairies you can get. So, it's not that hard. I don't think we can change into a human now, but we'll briefly exit town and do that. And get a good look at this outside, because once we enter Castle Town now, we are not going to be exiting it again. So take a good look at Hyrule Field. Because we're going to go in this town, and we are not going to come back out until the credits, basically. Although maybe we'll come out there for a certain battle. No, wrong way! There's a building in here in Hyrule Castle Town that we haven't been in before, and that's this one. It's Madame... I don't even know what her name is. I think... Yeah, Fanati. And she's like the fortune teller of the game, you know, like the Merlin of Paper Mario. And she'll tell you what you have to do. For 10 rupees, career is... If you choose career, then she'll tell you what to do next in the game. If you choose love, she'll tell you where the nearest heart piece is. Well, let's choose love. And so she can compliment me for getting them all. It says loading takes a while if you read it backwards, by the way. The only thing that appears in the crystal image is you. It appears that you have already found all the love the crystal can see. Did you find all the love in this world? Is there love that the crystal cannot see? Find the answers. Yeah, and unlike in Paper Mario, if you've already gotten a certain thing, she will not refund your money. So she's a bitch. Well, we'll choose career. I mean, I already know what to do in this game. I see. Let's hear what missions are set for your future. Speak, Fates. It says, wait, what does it say? What am I thinking about? I think that's what it said. Flee not. Flee not is right. Flee not what is right before you. Hyrule Castle is just north of Castle Town. So she'll tell us what we already knew, basically. The guidebook actually says, "Don't go to her because you already have a perfectly good guide right here." But you know, it's something I thought I would show because it is a part of the game. You know, it's funny because I used Merlin like a lot when I first played Paper Mario. I don't think I've ever used Madame Fanati. I mean, I did have a guidebook, but... Anyways, that's going to be it. We're going to save the game now. And next video, well, we've got everything else there is to do. We're going to go on to the final dungeon.